If we're successful, if we meet the challenges we're putting in our place, we intend to replace, not just replace the government grant that we are losing, but actually grow the organisation significantly beyond that. Our plans are to increase our total turnover as an organisation from £730 million a year in the last financial year which just ended, approximately €910 million, to €950 million by the end of 2015. That's the challenge. Sorry, £950 million. That's just over €1.2 billion by the end of 2015. That's the challenge we've set ourselves, and many of my colleagues think it is wholly unrealistic. My belief is you simply cannot accept the continuing slicing away of the organisation and the meat of our organisation. We no longer have a huge amount of fat, none of us do. If you're going to slice away, you're going to cut into the muscle of the organisation. We can't afford that. We have to continue to grow ourselves out of these problems, not simply accept a continuing diminution of our work. Not because we deserve to survive, though I think we do, but because the work deserves to survive, because it is truly, truly important. And to enable that growth and continuing transformation, we've identified 5 areas to focus on. And those are increasing the participation of young people from the UK in our work, so we are able to tell a better story here about the advantage the UK gets from the work that we're doing. We actually change the lives of young people in this country just as much as we change the lives of young people elsewhere. We need to create new models of presence around the world. We need to build our talent and capability as an organisation, and that means changing much of the skill set that we have within our organisation. We need to strengthen our commercial performance, and we need to embed digital in everything that we do. By 2015, if we're successful, we aim for 85% of our turnover to be through partnership and commercial income. Only 15% is likely to come from government, direct government grants by that stage. Less funding will inevitably also mean changing our relationship with government. And I don't know yet really what that change is going to look like. But absolutely core to our success in making that change is our understanding that we are and will remain a public service delivering public value to the people of the UK and the government of the UK. If we lose that, we lose the absolute essence of what we are. And a public service organisation needs a cultural ethos which recognises the social and cultural as well as the economic value which we exist to create. We have always combined that sense of public service mission, which comes from our core UK government funding, and the entrepreneurship which comes from managing internationally recognised English teaching examination businesses to commercial standards. And we need to continue to grow our large portfolio of education and development contracts, but also our partnerships with major international organisations, including BP, HSBC, Microsoft, and a number of other key multinational organisations. And if we get it right, and I believe we will, we look to stand as a model of entrepreneurial public service, both internationally but also here in the UK. And there are, we believe, 5 key things for us to be really bear in mind if we're going to get this right. First of all, a sense of ethos and mission. Absolute clarity about our mission, absolute clarity about it as a public service mission which is durable and transcends any individual set of decisions that we make. Secondly, an awareness and a capacity to see and respond to the major changes which go on around us, so that we're much fleeter of foot, much more flexible, much more responsive to the external environment. Openness, being accountable and visible, open to new ideas, new partnerships, new business models, but also clear about what we do, why we do it, and why it's important. Entrepreneurship, which is a capacity to grow, earn, change, renew, and reinvent ourselves, but ultimately remembering that what we do is all about people. Recognising that public service, first and foremost, about delivering for and with the people, not just of this country, but all those countries where we work. So ultimately, I would say cultural diplomacy has never been more important than it is now. But continuing to fulfil our purpose for the future, and I think this applies to most of our organisations, will only be possible in the current climate by striking that balance of being both oneness, committed to the public good, and entrepreneurial in our thinking, and above all by staying true to our mission without shying away from innovation. And we believe we will only do this successfully if we do it by learning together with our partner organisations here in Europe, but also elsewhere in the world, and by working together to find common solutions to common problems and sharing the learning that we've got. So that really is the message, if there is one, for cultural relations in age of posterity. We need to be able to learn to work even more effectively and closely together.